Hi everyone, this is Mel once again from Beauty as Nature Intended, and today I'm going to be showing you how I wash my hair. So right now I have my hair braided and banded, but I actually twist my hair because I don't like braiding it. So what I have here is an applicator bottle full of head and shoulders, and I'm applying it directly to the roots of my hair and to the scalp so that I would be able to work that right through and be able to get full coverage on my scalp. So as you can see, I'm working it from section to section, making sure that I have as much coverage as possible, making sure that I have each section of my scalp fully covered. So I'm working it through, and I'm using the balls of my fingers to do so that I'm not, as you notice, I'm not scraping, I'm gently massaging it into the roots of my hair. So now I am going to leave this on for 10 minutes and then I'm going to rinse it. So as you can see, all of the scalp of my hair is covered, and I did not work this down through the plait itself. So now I have the Sisterlocks green tea shampoo in the applicator bottle, and I measured out the exact amount I needed before and then diluted it throughout the bottle. So I'm going to be working this through the length of my hair now from root to tip, and I am squeezing it through so that I don't disturb the locks too much, so that I'm just squeezing it through each and every section. Right, so apply and squeeze through to get as much coverage as possible from root to tip. So I washed and rinsed my hair, and I use a dark colored t-shirt to dry. When you use a t-shirt, it does not leave lint in your hair, especially if you use a dark colored one. So I am now going to be squeezing the excess water out of my hair. It's not going to dry it completely dry, but you'll see why I do this in another video, because I keep my hair a little bit moist so I could do a quick braid out. And you can check out my other video on Sisterlocks braid out, which I would have done right after this filming hair. So I'm squeezing, I'm not rubbing, I'm squeezing from root to tip, and I'm working throughout each and every section until it's fully, not fully dry, but it's dry enough to the touch. So right after that's done, I apply dandruff control lotion to the edges of my hair, and I use a pea-sized amount. That looks like a huge pea, but I use a pea-sized amount, and I work it throughout the front of my hair, and I apply that to the whole hairline and to any other trouble areas I may have, that I may have a little bit of breakouts of any of the dermatitis that I have, that I suffer from sometimes. So I apply that to the trouble areas. And it's okay that I'm putting a little bit of a generous amount. Next time I do my washing, I pay very close attention to those areas where I put product in, because you definitely do not want product to build up in your locks. So I'm working it throughout the hairline, because I think I told you in a previous video that I get my my hairline is my most problematic area with the dermatitis that I have. So I put it right around the hairline, and I also work it into my center part, making sure that I hit all those problematic areas. Now I am removing the bands that I put into my hair earlier for washing, and I'm trying to make sure that I do it as carefully as possible so that I don't re-snag on my hair itself. So I'm removing them one by one. Now after I finished all that, I do a finger comb right through all the sections, and I try to separate as much as possible. You all have to remember that, especially if you are not even close to retightening, please ensure that you separate each and every single one of your locks. But right now I'm doing a quick finger comb just to comb out all the different sections and to make sure that my hair is not tangled at all in there. So I work from the bottom up with regard to taking out the twist itself, and then I could do a finger combing working from the bottom up as well. So I'm reiterating the point here to remember to separate each lock, especially if you have not recently retightened. And this is important because you don't want your locks to join up with each other, and then when you do get your retightening, you have a colossal mass of locks. So try to make sure that you separate each and every single lock every time you wash your hair. Still working through some of the knots here, and I'm very much close to done. I keep my hair a little bit moist because I'm going to style it shortly, but I am making sure that my hair is well separated and it looks good. Excuse the grays in the front, I'm yet to get some Baigen or Baigen, I don't know how you say it, but that's it, and this is the finished result. So thank you once again. I just ask you to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time here at Beauty as Nature Intended. Thanks again, everyone.